Hello beautiful people, how are you doing? It's Jamie for CVTV here, and I don't usually cover film news, but this is something that has me very excited. So, according to some reports, David Fincher, one of the most eclectic and consistently excellent directors of the last 20 years, could be involved with World War Z or Z2. The news comes from Variety, who have an exclusive source, so as always with these kinds of things, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. But judging by what they've been telling Variety and the fact that nothing else has been talked about from World War Z2, despite the fact it's supposed to be coming out next year in June, this is quite credible and is actually rather believable. So I'm just going to read the quote from them now. Sources have told Variety that Pitt, along with Paramount and Skydance, is in talks with David Fincher to direct the follow-up to the 2013 smash hit. Pitt, who's returning to star in and produce the next World War Z installment, recently met with a handful of other directors, but is said to be zeroing in on Fincher for the pick, which is expected to start filming in early 2017, so there's absolutely no way it'll be coming out in June 2017 then. So how about that? Award-winning director David Fincher slamming it around with a bunch of zombies and a zombie sequel no less. But it does kind of make sense. World War Z2 will make serious bank, especially if it has David Fincher involved and Brad Pitt, who have worked together a lot and very successfully in the past. The first World War Z earned $500 million at the box office, which is probably a figure nobody expected at the time, considering how many reshoots and how much production difficulty it went through. This film was never meant to be made. It did come out. Some people liked it, some didn't. I personally kind of liked World War Z, even though it had absolutely nothing to do with its source material. It literally had the title and that is it. It has none of the backstory, none of the plot, none of the setting pretty much, none of the characters. It's had pretty much nothing to do with Max Brooks' book, and he confirmed that when I talked to him a couple of years ago about it. But the fact that it went through so many difficulties during production, what with the illegal guns thing, and the fact that it had to have reshoots, they had to get J.J. Abrams in there, if my memory serves me, or Damon Lindelof, I'm not too sure. And the fact that it actually was successful at the end of the day is a very good result, and the fact that a sequel has been made, it just proves that. And it could be just what the zombie movie genre needs. But, on one condition, it needs to be like the book. The book is the godfather of zombie books. It's everything you'd want from a zombie book. It's treasured, it's loved by loads of people. So when it did turn out that the book had nothing to do with the film, or the other way around even, a lot of people were pissed because early scripts for the film had it down as like the godfather of zombie movies. And the fact that it turned out to be nothing like it and sort of a generic, forgettable zombie romp kind of pissed a lot of people off. David Fincher could be the man to do that. He knows what he's doing in these book adaptations. He knows how to make a scene worthwhile, and considering how much of the World War Z book is just conversations and flashbacks and viewpoints of the characters that have been there and done that, and when you couple that with the fact that World War Z, the film, kind of put itself in a corner with its ending where everyone is able to be cured from the disease. I can't even remember, it's that forgettable. It kind of makes sense that World War Z 2 would be about the book. I mean, you could have Brad Pitt going across the world, talking to survivors, hearing their stories, and then showing them in the film. I'm not sure why they didn't do that in the first place. The people saying that it isn't filmable obviously don't know that it is, and it could be with the right director behind it. And that should be David Fincher. I mean, he should look at this as a big opportunity to broaden his filmography and exercise some of those alien-free demons. So yeah, I'd be all down for it. I think if Fincher does what he wants to do, if he gets enough free reign with the film, it could be something really special. Or it could be shit. Who knows? What do you think? Let me know. Drop a comment. Don't drop a comment. Do what you want. You're your own man, or woman, or dog, or cat, or camel. If you're a camel, I'm worried for you. Thanks for watching.